Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading stocks for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, April 20th, 2015. Had expiration Friday today, so we're going to see some volume bumps that might not necessarily mean anything just because of the where we are on the calendar. But we did have some pretty aggressive downside action today, but we don't have a lot of signals, not at least here in the Nasdaq patch. Of course, we'll look at everything else as well. Do have a couple of CPSs to the downside, but really nothing demonstrative, that's for sure. A lot of it's going to be discounted to a degree from the downward nature of the expiration. Netflix traded a lot of volume again today, but there's no follow-through signal today. Altera, ALTR was one of the ones here with a open close deviation to the upside that was kind of bucking the overall trend, so that's always notable in and of itself. Moving on to the financials here, you can see that, again, kind of looks the same way as the NASDAQ side, a little bit to the sell side, but certainly not anything too dramatic. A couple of volume bumps, a lot of them have to do with earnings. The American Express one was more based on the news from Costco, I believe, and a couple other things. So that's still got the Costco hangover. Moving on to the energy patch, a little more negative here than some of the others. BTU was kind of green all morning and then finally succumbed later on in the day. PBR had a good day, but that's a foreign one, so it hardly matters. Schlumberger, which had a big gap up today, we played on the short side. It took a little while to get going, but it closed the gap and actually closed lower on the day. So here we are with this volume deviation and a contra sell candle, and it did touch the 200 period moving average today. So those are all key features there. Market generals, not a lot to be learned here. A couple signals on both sides. So that just basically washes out. We've got volume bumps here and a lot of things. Comcast was in the news today, but really didn't do too much. As far as the housing numbers go, a little better price action here, as you can see, but than the overall market. We have one contra candle here to the upside, but Hovnanian was still weak. Transportation names, CSX was strong today. Catching a little bit of a bounce in Norfolk Southern. NSC has a contra candle to the upside. UPS just missed a volume deviation there. As far as the commodities, just a little bit to the buy side, but it's kind of mixed. You got Newmont, which is a precious metal, Freeport Copper, which isn't so much, and Alcoa, which is certainly non-ferrous, is not really giving us any kind of a theme to work on. There was some pretty good volume in Mosaic and some good volume in ACH, but I'm sure some of that's going to be attributable to the expiration. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.